In this video, I am going to talk about how I became relaxed about love. And I'm gonna take apart this cube puzzle toy made of wood while I talk. Oh, this one's so beautiful. Like a 3D mini chessboard. Yeah. Yeah. This one feels a little more like vulnerable, so just gonna thank myself for being courageous with this one. Thank you, me. Yeah, so I want to start with some childhood stuff. I remember having these stories or it's thought patterns around love. Sorry, I'm very distracted by immediate progress here. Back with you. Yeah, love felt like this really obtuse concept that I didn't understand, or I wanted to know how to do it right. I remember, never saying it with family members like my parents. I didn't get it. It's there was something to get about love and I didn't get it. I remember wishing I was a robot as a kid so that I wouldn't have to feel deficient because I didn't understand how love goes. Oh, wow. This one's like a little snake situation. Kind of more unwrapping it than taking it apart. Whoa, wow, whoa. Sorry, I'm distracted here. Do you still love me when I'm distracted? I do. I suppose we're done. Wow. Cool. Set that down and return to the presence with you here. Okay, love as a kid, didn't get it, didn't say it, didn't know how to feel it. There was a lot of self-gatekeeping. Yeah, I might have been brainwashed by stories as a kid around love being this giant, climactic, amazing, life-changing thing. And so if I'm not feeling that internally, then it must not be love. I remember even a romantic relationship in high school, it being a lot more of connection on mental connection and quality time than much more than emotional connection. Yeah. And yeah, I remember one phrase I would say with friends in high school, to accommodate me, they would throw around the love word, but for me they'd say heart equals with the hand sign, because they knew and were fine with the fact that I had hang-ups around the love word. Yeah, so there's some stuff around love for me as a kid. Yeah. I want to have an answer for you around how this shift occurred. It's not immediately coming to me, so I'm just going to talk about, I guess, post-shift. One really immediate example that comes to mind is I was in this training for 10 days in March, and most of these people I just was meeting for the first time in this container. I remember towards the end, one of the people I'd become particularly good friends with, as we were saying goodbyes on the last day, she and I were just talking, facing each other, and she said, "I love you." And I very effortlessly and naturally said, "I love you too." and I know it was like genuine and true in my heart, and there wasn't any story or anxiety around telling her that. It just was a true thing, and it's like feels good to be in the truth with people. So there's a contrast from childhood to now. I do say I love you to family now, and some friends, it's like less of like a rhythm with some friends versus others. Yeah, and I think the shift was that I really came to like love myself, and even like, and especially like love the harder to love parts, or like the less easily lovable parts of myself. Yeah. Yeah, like historically, I can be a bit of a people pleaser, which is like, isn't that great? Why wouldn't I want you to be pleased? Why wouldn't I want to be pleasing to you? And in the life growth path, I came to understand like that speaks to like some lack of boundaries, or lack of like self-love, a lack of like centeredness that can make people feel uneasy, where it's like I'm just going along with whatever they want. Do I know what I want? Will I be willing to stand up for what I want if it differs from what someone else wants? Yeah, so now I've gotten to understand that like the best way to people please is to prioritize pleasing myself, and know that, you know, as long as I take care of myself in all moments, some people will be drawn towards me, some people won't. Either way, it's good because I'm living in my own truth. And so the people I'm like meant to be friends with, or connect with, or collaborate with, it'll happen. And those I'm not meant to, we won't. And that's all good. That's the way I love myself. By honoring my own truths and putting up boundaries when that's what the moment calls for. Yeah, I also like came to love myself by like stopping, or really severely doing less like punishing of myself for when things in my life aren't as they want. Like, here's one, he's making a vlog every day in April. I have the time to do so because my career is not really in a like secure or like established place right now. And like frequently past me would like berate myself for that kind of thing, especially like feeling behind was a big phrase. Like, oh, compared to like peers growing up or in high school or college, like I feel behind those people, my friends. And so it's bad to be behind, so I can't love me as I am, because how dare I not hurry up and get caught up in life. Yeah, but now I'm like, oh, I'm pretty sure I'm like being pretty authentic to myself, like honoring like the inexcusable yearnings of my soul pretty often, if not all the time. And I really love that about me. So it's okay to like the metrics and like data on my life doesn't look like many of my peers, I'm sure at this point. Doesn't really matter. The metrics, like, how do I feel about my life? And I feel really, really good about it. Yeah, so that's another way I've loved myself, like letting go of comparison, or like time stories around like how things need to be at a certain time in my life. Yeah. Yeah. I think a big part of like how I've come to love myself is through like a really radical self-acceptance. Like I laugh a lot, and sometimes it causes discomfort in other people because they're like, why are you laughing? And then to explain that. Or I feel like sometimes my emotions are less accessible than the average person, like especially sadness, anger, grief. It can be hard for me to feel into that stuff. Like I feel like, again, like sometimes like a robot. But now I love my potentially emotionally more robotic nature. Like, I'm not trying to make myself a villain or try and fix that. There's nothing to fix. I just am as I am right now. Even more recently, like, I have gotten to feel into profound embodied emotional feelings. And I don't need them to like be a regular part of my life. I'm just glad that they're here whenever they are here. Yeah, like, yeah, I give less like priority to like what other people think of me. Like, I know there are at least a few people on this internet that really don't care for me, maybe more than a few. And like, that's great. Goodbye. Like, your opinion of me doesn't matter. And that's even, oh yeah, this might be edgy, but even like people in more a happy part of my life, like friends or family, ultimately their opinion too doesn't really matter, like their opinion of me if they have one. Like, someone watching this right now, you might be a family member or a good friend of mine, and I love you and I enjoy spending time with you. Let's keep doing more of those things. And ultimately, I want to say this very precisely, your opinion of me does not matter to me. Feels extreme. Like, your opinion of me is less important to me than my opinion of me. Yeah, that's better. Because I do love like receiving reflections. I love seeing things about me that may not be in my own awareness that help me grow and change. So I'm always glad to like, if someone has a reflection for me or feedback, yes, thank you, especially for, yeah, friends or family. And ultimately, like, how I see myself is like, by a lot, the most important thing. Yeah, it's funny, I feel like a people-pleasing thing even in that moment. Did you see that? Like, oh no, I hope we're still friends and family. Yeah, I'm just sharing my truth again. So yeah, so from those childhood kind of hang-ups and stories and tensions and contractions and resistances around love to not getting it, through just a slow and embodied and, yeah, relaxed process of coming to love myself, and pretty unconditionally. That's how I've gotten to be relationally where I am now, where I can like say I love you to people who are, part of my life, and that I know that's like true and correct, and love myself really thoroughly, and not like fear that I'm not loving correctly or not doing it enough, or that if I emotionally hurt someone I care about, that means I don't love them. Like, there's none of those like stories or, yeah, contractions around love anymore. It's just it all flows, and it's really lovely and beautiful, and I like it, and I love it. I want some more of it. Yeah, so that's where I'm at today, at least. Yeah, that's all. This is day 10 of me vlogging every day in April. I'm 1/3 done. And thank you for watching and listening to today's video. See you tomorrow.